Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Today is the perfect storm. It's Monday, April 18th. I call it the perfect storm because I'm filming two PWCC auction recaps. The premier auction ended Saturday night with a bunch of monsters that should be available on my YouTube channel for you to watch. And then I'm coming right at it back to back. This is the end of PWCC Weekly Auction number 13 that ended the next night, last night, Sunday, April 17th. So because it's the perfect storm, I'm not going to take nearly as much time. I'm only going to look at the card ladder data and examine 10 cards out of the first 96. I am going to scroll you through the top 100 here, but I'm only going to look at card ladder for about 10 of these cards, and I just picked and chose which cards we're going to look at random with no rhyme or reason. So let's get cranking. As always, I've got the PWCC marketplace.com website pulled up. I've gone to Weekly Sunday Auction across the top on the toolbar. I have sorted by highest bid first, closed items, Weekly Sunday Auction number 13 only, because remember, auction number 14 is already up and running. And then I've only searched basketball and basketball wax. And so that's our search filters. And here you go on the first row. You got two Steph Curry Topps Chrome refractors and our LeBron BGS 9.5 refractor. In card ladder, I looked at the Steph Curry. This Steph Curry today here on PWCC last night sold for $60,000. It's a minimum gem with a 9 corners. Sold for $60,000. If we look at the chart, the last sale was in the PWCC Premier the day before for $60,000. This one's $60,000. You can always go look. So right on the number, right what we expected. April 16th, $60,000. April 17th, $60,000. One was PWCC Premier, one was PWCC Weekly. So right about the number. If we look at what that Steph Curry refractor card's done over the last 3 months, it's down 33%. Part of that is Steph's been in and out with kind of a nagging injury. It seems like he's back and he's ready to go in this open around series. The next card we're going to look at is the LeBron BGS 9.5 Topps Chrome refractor. This is a minimum gem as well with a 9 centering, although I'll be honest with you, left right looks really good. Top to bottom is I think where they got dinged on this and why it's a 9 instead of a 9.5 quad gem. 28.8 is what it sold for. If we pull it up in card ladder, a week ago it sold for 31. On Saturday night in the Premier, probably, I'm guessing, let's pull it up. Yes, on Saturday night in the Premier, one sold for $33,600. That one that sold in the Premier, however, was a quad gem, as you can see on your screen. And in the Premier, you get the nice 360 degree and you can move it around and hit the video and whatnot. But that one that sold for $33,600 was a quad gem. The one that sold a week ago on Golden, you can click that as well in card ladder, was a min gem. Well, no, it wasn't a min gem. It had a 9 centering and a 10 surface. So this one on the weekly didn't do quite as well. It looks like it closed out at 28.8. So that's a little bit of a dip, but it just depends on what type of premium you attribute to a true quad gem. We've got our BGS 9 of the same Curry sold for $27,600. On this next row, we've got the fascinating 97 Metal Universe sealed box. If there's any box that I'd like to open, it's 86 Fleer, it's 97 Metal Universe. Those are my 1, 2 in some order. There is no question that those are the two boxes I'd like to open the most. Obviously, the Fleer box is going to cost you significantly more than one box of Metal Universe because it's so packed with guaranteed hits. 3 Jordans in every box, sometimes 4. 3 Jordan stickers, sometimes 4. So that's that for the boxes, but that one sells at $21,600. We've got our Take It to .net. This one I pulled up because I'm shocked that this went for so low. It went for $13,800, and if we look at card ladder, it looks like it's on a steady decline, which is very rare for a serial numbered Jordan insert, especially one that's as highly acclaimed as this Take It to .net. For those of you who don't know, these things are serial numbered to 1,000. We've got the PSA 10 pulled up on card ladder. The last one sold about a week ago for $15,600. 17.4, 19.2, 19.2, 22,000. So it's gone down 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive times. And then last night, it really went down to 13,800. So that is a drastic decrease from the price point that we were starting with here 1 year ago, back in October of 2021. I'm really surprised at that. If you're looking to get into this card, this is probably a pretty good time to do it. I've got got this card in a BGS 9.5 condition. I wonder what the BGS 9.5 is doing over the same period. Also down, was over 10,000. The last one sold for just 6,600. So really surprising when you combine the pop for the BGS 9.5 and the 10, it's only 100 total. If you want to know more about this card, go check out my Explore the Card video. Find that playlist on my channel. I did a nice deep dive, detailed search on this card, and it's defying logic. I didn't think this card would be going down. Steph Curry Color Blast for 12,600. Just going to start scrolling. I'm not going to talk about every card because, like I said, it's the perfect storm, and I've got some other great content that I want to get done and get out to you guys that's a little more pertinent to what's going on right now. This is really just a way to recap you guys so you can take a look at what did and didn't sell and just get some idea on the numbers. There's a color match, Doncic Auto Blue, BGS 9.5. The star date, Kobe, I pulled it up because this card's had such a fascinating, I don't want to say comical, but it's probably not funny to the owners of this card. But if we look at this card from a 2-year perspective, you can see this card, as we always like to talk about, sold for $43,410 at one point. This one last night, same card, sells for $8,000. So that's just kind of like a buyer beware reminder in the market. Don't chase that spike. Don't chase that FOMO, because you can see what that card was doing here, right? Leading up to that. I still can't believe somebody paid for these things, because this card in a very short period during the first quarter bubble of 2021 went 39,000, then 20,000, half, then 43,000, double, then 22,000, half. That doesn't make any sense. I know Card Ladder vets its data, but these two data points don't make sense. The card has since come down drastically. If we look just over the last year, the card's down 60%. The last one sold for 6,900, and this one on PSA sold for 8,400. So it's bucking the trend. Maybe that card's hit the bottom and it's bouncing back. We got a Kobe Pure Players insert number to 100. Really cool card with the red serial numbering. That's a Pop 6 card, sold for 8,100. The next row is all Jordans, and I pulled up the Jordan PSA 8. What's interesting on this row is you've got a 7.5, an 8, and an 8. All three sold for the same amount. This is a great example of savvy investors and savvy hobbyists buying the card, not the grade. Conventional wisdom would lead you to think the PSA 8 is more valuable than the PSA 7.5. But if you look much closer at the cards, the centering and just general quality of the 7.5 on the left is significantly better than a clearly left to right off center and a clearly left to right off center PSA 8 in the second and third example here, right? So this one, I gotta agree, got a huge sticker from PSA for a 7.5. That is banging. That's as good as it gets. A little white on the bottom left corner jumps out at me. But as far as an eye appeal and the centering of the card, that's incredibly good for a PSA 7.5. So it got a PWCC S sticker, which means it's in the top 5% for our eye appeal rating. These are just two ordinary and honestly, to me, low-end PSA 8s on the right. The PSA 8 sold for $7,500 and so did the PSA 7. If we go look at what this Jordan PSA 8's done, here's something I wanted to show you. And this is just kind of reiterating. The PSA 8 is not a rare card. There's 8,259 and it sold 423 times in the last 365 days. Okay, that is easily more than once a day. That's just something to keep in mind, and the difference between the PSA 9 and the PSA 8 is drastic. It goes from 82.59 to 28.54, so a little bit less than 1/3 the pop for the PSA 9. But going back to the PSA 8, let's see what the card's doing. Let's see what it's actually doing, right? So it looks relatively flat. It's actually down 33% over the last year, but if we kind of close the gap, it's only down 6% over the last 6 months. If we look at 3 months, it's actually up, right? And if we look at 1 month, it's pretty much flat, 1.2%. And then if we look at 2 weeks, the card's actually up, right? So it looks like we have definitely found the floor with the PSA 8 1986 Fleer Jordan. That's the commodity card. That's the card. That's the grail card for new people coming into the hobby or people that are just taking that step of consolidating and what they used to call coloring up, where they can finally put a Jordan rookie. That's kind of that number, right? That's the number that people can scrounge up and consolidate and sell enough to chase an $8,000 card. It's very difficult to scrounge up enough money for most people to spend $20,000 on a PSA 9. And so for that reason, PSA 8's kind of that sweet spot, right? It's sort of like the PSA 9 for the LeBron Topps Chrome Refractor, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, so those cards are a little bit down. It's really a jump right there, up probably for the PSA 7.5. But for the PSA 8s, those are not great copies and not great examples, which is why they sold for $7,500 instead of the average over the last 2 weeks, which would be, sorry, that's the 9s. Over the average over the last 2 weeks for the PSA 8 would be $81.84. So a little bit undervalue on those two for obvious reasons. We got another Steph Topps Chrome base, the contemporary collection that I like so much for the LeBron, right? Somebody's buying the dip on LeBron, and this is not the regular rookie. This is the rookie silver, right? So that's the rookie silver prism. Doncic rookie auto, 6,600 is crazy low. I never thought I'd do this, but I'm looking up the Isaiah Thomas. That's one of the 10 cards I chose to check out. We don't have the BGS 10. As you can see, there's no BGS 10 on the drop down because it's as you can see on your screen, Pop 2 card, right? But I'm fascinated by any 86 Fleer PSA, any 86 Fleer card that grades BGS 10. I want to check it out and see how it sells in relation to the PSA 10. So the PSA 10 Isaiah has been all over the place. This is crazy. Almost like every other sale is like drastically one direction or another. But if you kind of even that out and drew a line through the middle of these data points, the card's actually down over the last year, which is no surprise because, again, we're starting from, when the market was really hot. If we look at the last 6 months, the card's actually up 41%. But again, it just depends on your starting data point. The PSA 10, the last 2 sales, the average has been $3,700. In this BGS 10 last night, it sells for $6,000. So not quite double, but that's kind of showing you the premium between a BGS 10 label and a PSA 10 label. Now, the funny thing about 86 Fleer is I don't think that premium is as great as it would be on a non-set piece card. So most people who collect the set of 86 Fleer are looking for that set in PSA 10 or PSA 9. Or even BGS 9.5 for those rare BGS collectors out there. You're not trying to build a BGS 10 set because it doesn't exist. So somebody who bought this card was truly an investor and or an Isaiah Thomas collector. Now, for a BGS 10, I sure as hell see a lot of white on the edges, to be quite honest with you. But nevertheless, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but go check it out yourself on PWCCmarketplace.com. But sells for $6,000, so a really big, what is that, a $2,300 premium over the average sale price of the PSA 10. So big sale there for the seller. We've got our gold George Mikan selling for $5,760, right? Some random 2012 Prism Gold Mikan selling for the same or almost the same as the best Isaiah Thomas rookie card in the world, which is a Pop 2. But the Mikan's also a Pop 2, and I know there are deep pockets guys out there that are trying to collect that 2012 Prism set in gold. I've pulled up the Kareem PSA 9 sticker, which just gives me a great opportunity to tell you today was the day that I officially moved 141 of my 143 1986 Fleer PSA 10 cards over into the PWCC auction. I'll talk a little bit more about this and the tough decision that I had to make in the direction that I'm moving in the hobby. I had to sell the absolute grail of my collection, my 1986 Fleer set. I'm keeping the Jordan base 10 and I'm keeping the Jordan sticker 10 and I'm selling the rest. The big ticket item being the Kareem sticker PSA 10. You're going to see a lot more about that on videos and Instagram, social media, and in the the written literature that comes out. That's going to be a big ticket item. I don't know what the card's going to sell for. Again, it's probably one of the 3 best cards in my collection, 3 or 4 best cards in my entire collection. It might be, in fact, I think it actually might be the best card in my collection, the most valuable, at least, I should say. And again, that's going to sound weird to those of you who don't collect the 1986 Fleer set, but that 86 Fleer sticker that you're looking at on your screen, this card in a PSA 10 condition is a $400, some people say more, $100,000 card. So we'll see, because it's in the May PWCC Premier Auction. I'm hoping for the best. Wish me luck. I am allocating that money in the hobby to complete some other goals that I've set for myself, and it was just time to move on. But let's look up the PSA 9, see what that's worth. The PSA 9 Kareem sticker is a Pop 264. The PSA 10 we talked about was a Pop 14. The PSA 9 last sold for $5,400 2 months ago. This one goes for $5,400. So right on the number. Not much to see there. It is interesting that card is on a nice steady uptick over the last year. That card's up 45%, unlike the Isaiah PSA 10 base that we looked at. If we look at the last 6 months, it's up 31%. If we look at the last month, nothing has sold. So this is the first one to sell in the last few months. But what a trend over the last year. This card's really moving in PSA 9 condition. 28 have sold for an average of 4,000. But look, the last one sold for 5,400 and the one before it sold for 5,100. So interesting. We got our Zion PSA 10 Blue Shimmer. That card's numbered to... I thought that card was numbered to 8 or something. I don't know why it doesn't say it on there. A Patrick Ewing PSA 10 sticker, another low pop card. This one's got the PWCC sticker on it, an 8 Magic Bird rookie. The very common, very highly sought after 2008 card featuring LeBron and Kobe guarding each other, or LeBron guarding Kobe, I should say. PSA 10 refractor, Jordan 6 with a nice PWCC 30% sticker there. Next row, 3 of the greatest, right? 2 of the 3 greatest of all time, probably 2 of the 4 greatest, maybe, and then another top 10, probably another top 8 right behind them. A Kobe Gold Finest, LeBron patch auto. Again, a Kobe auto over here. I'm not super familiar with this one. 98 Topps autographs. Interesting. Never seen that card. The LeBron Downtown BGS 10 featuring him in his Cavs uniform with the Cavs motif in the background. An old SGC sticker. Michael Jordan, SGC 96-9. SGC's had so many labels, I don't really know what any of them mean. This one's got a nice sticker because that is a really good looking 9 sticker. Goodness gracious, that's a great looking sticker, except for the label. Iverson PSA 10 refractor, no coating here, but pretty good centering, which is tough to find on these 96 finest. That's an Iverson rookie card right there. It's one of his biggest rookies. It says gold refractor, but really I think it's just a refractor. I think they just happen to be the color gold. It's not like a gold parallel. This one is a gold parallel. This is a gold triple dimensions LeBron reflections. That card's numbered to 50 and it's just slabbed authentic. Kobe Blue X-Fractor PSA 10 finest. An SGC pristine and gold sticker Jordan 3960. You know what? I didn't look this up. I want to see how this card did in comparison to a PSA 10 Metal Universe base. Metal Universe Jordan PSA 10. Let's look it up. Let's see if we can find the base. There we go. So the Metal Universe base PSA 10 that I've got pulled up on your screen here for you last sold for $5,500 just a couple days ago. This is the SGC pristine with the Mike Baker gold sticker, and it sold for $39.60. So almost a little over $1,500 cheaper for the SGC 10. Now, I can almost certainly assume that if you take this card and you tried to cross it, PSA would definitely cross that card, I would think, to a PSA 10. But I don't really play those games on small margins like that. I'll be playing that game on a Kobe PMG Red, which is a much larger margin. But I won't be playing that game on a base Michael Jordan. But I bet you anything that thing would cross to a PSA 10. We got another Kobe Gold, another Kobe Essential Credentials Future with the blue authentic label. This was a cool Kobe insert that I talked about in the premiere. Apparently a really rare card, only 2 BGS 8.5s, none graded higher. A Doc first year exquisite patch auto, a LeBron 101 disco thingy, 9.5. A Gervin rookie card, PSA 9, sold for $3,600. The Kevin McHale 81 Topps sells for $3,600. I pulled this up because I wanted to see what the Dwyane Wade market's doing. You guys are not going to believe, and I don't know what's going on. Look at the bloodbath for this Dwyane Wade. This is a pop 131 in PSA 10 condition. This was a $16,000 card consistently a year ago. If we look at 2 years, look at this card. This card sold for $21,000 at one point. Last night, it sells for $3,600. I mean, I don't even know how to begin and explain how undervalued Dwyane Wade rookie cards are. This literally makes me want to go find a Dwyane Wade refractor and try to grab it for $3,500. Hopefully, if I can make some cheese on these 86 Fleer PSA 10s that I have moved over to PWCC, I can start to make some moves on cards like this. I have a Dwyane Wade refractor BGS 9.5, and I have his black refractor BGS 9.5. But man, from just a pure investment standpoint, I'd like to pick up 5 of these and then wait 5 years. There's no way Dwyane Wade's Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10 condition should be selling for $3,250 or $3,600 or whatever the hell the number is. That's just too low. I don't care what anybody says. Scrolling through, there's an Interlake. We saw a beautiful copy of the Interlake sale in the PWCC recap that I did this morning. Check that out if you didn't see it. Good looking John Morant card right there. Oscar Robertson with the weird old SGC label, right? There you go. 2005 Exquisite Rodman patch auto with a beautiful patch, number to 50. Here's a Jordan jersey, number to 10, that I'm not familiar with, from Upper Deck Mirror Images, or from Reflections Mirror Images. I thought that was an Upper Deck product. Maybe I'm crazy. Kobe Certified Mirror Gold Autograph. That one's numbered to 25, I believe. Yeah, 24 out of 25. So jersey number, on-card auto, PSA 9, Pop 2. 3360 seems cheap. Kobe Kaboom especially seems cheap when you compare it next to this cartoon next to it. We got the John Morant with the silver ounce thingy from Panini Eminence. I forget what it's called. Yeah, Troy ounce silver logo man, number to 10. Only a PSA 7, but that card's big regardless of what the grade is. I pulled up the Jordan Rave reviews because I wanted to see what this card was doing. I actually am lucky enough to own this card in this exact condition. I am looking to upgrade, but I have the 8.5. I've got it pulled up right here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So looking at this card over the last year, down 50%. That is really shocking to me because, again, a Pop 64 card. So just like the Take It to .net, I'm really surprised that a card that has this tough pack odds has dropped this much. It's really a fantastic Jordan buying window lately. Now look, we're starting from a crazy starting point here. If we narrow this to 6 months, it looks a little more reasonable, but it's still down 30% even over the last 5 sales. So the average sale price here of $2,900 over the last 6 months. The last one at only $2,373. This one sells for $3,240. So that's a huge jump, right? That is almost back to the beginning data point from 6 months ago, back in November 25th. So we're getting close. That's a good bounce back. I think somebody probably saw what I saw. Again, part of the reason is this thing here we're looking at has premium subs, non-centering, non-edges. That's a really good copy for an 8.5. That's as good as you can get for an 8.5, right? So that probably has a little bit to do with it. Another Topps Chrome base 9.5. Min Gem, $3,200. I can't believe that card is so cheap right now. It's just because there's a lot of them. 2015 Gold Fireworks Kobe. This is the Topps Contemporary Collection LeBron BGS 9.5. I think the one we looked at earlier was actually the red parallel. Still cruising through here. I just want to give you guys a nice look. I'm not going to talk about every card. Last card I'm going to talk about on Card Ladder is this Golden Touch 8.5. So like the Rave Reviews, another very difficult pack pull card. If we look at the last 3 sales of this card, it's only a Pop 58 in 8.5 condition. You're talking about $3,200, $3,300, $3,700. But watch this, $2,640. That is a pretty significant drop from the last sale. So from, what did we say? $3,700 to $2,640 is just a massive drop. That is percentage-wise, it's a huge drop, you know. So nice pickup there for that buyer. I think that's a very rare card, very difficult to come by. Your Jerry West PSA 5, another LeBron Refractor 10. By the dip, man. That's a numbered LeBron Topps Chrome Refractor 3rd year card, PSA 10, $2,370. That is just not a lot of money for that card. Trae Young, silver courtside, Tiger Print, SGA. We got our Phil Jackson, PSA 9 with the PWCC 15% sticker. A Cole Anthony goes for $2,190. Good luck with that. Downtown Steph 9.5, another Trae Young, silver select courtside rookie. This one has a sticker, $2,130. This one did not have a sticker, $2,250. That's odd. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's almost like the sticker took value away. This thing's been creased to hell and back. $2,100 for this one. You can see the crease, the trouble, corners. Somebody posted on Facebook the other day. They were asking, you know, is it worth grading my Jordan? I know it's real, but it's really white and in bad condition. And the answer is always, yeah, it is always worth it to grade the Jordan. Even the PSA 1s are over $2,000. I mean, you just saw a 1.5 from the, as Chris, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, Chris Sewell would say, run over by a truck division, and it sold for $2,100 in a 1.5 condition. Your Triumvirate Jordan with the 10 centering, 9.5, sells for $1,980. There's your LeBron Topps paper, a card that was once, I think, 10 grand or more than 10 grand possibly. Now is 1950. You know, the black sheep of the NBA, the talk of the summer. He's going to get moved at some point just to clear cap space and just to get him out of the way and return to normalcy in LA. But the Topps Chrome Russell Westbrook X Factor 10, that's a number to 288 card. One of his best rookie cards, sells for 1950. Cool kaboom here. It's the only kaboom that I would ever buy would be a LeBron kaboom or a Giannis kaboom. A gold auto SGA. Somebody's buying the dip on SGA because they see greatness in him. I don't blame him. He's a really good player. If he ever learns to shoot the ball, he's going to be very difficult to guard. Elite level defender as well. The other 1980 PSA 10 from 1980 Topps featuring Larry Bird. There's actually, I think, 3 of them, but obviously the more popular one's the one with Magic, Bird, and Doc. The one with Magic Bird and Doc just sold for $840,000 on Saturday night in PSA 10. This one sells for $1,650. So there is no doubt which one the true rookie card is. That's it, guys. I just wanted to get through these top 100 real quick with you. It's actually 96, so I fudged a little bit on those last 4. Again, it was Perfect Storm Monday where I had 2 of these to do, so I'm not going to go through page 2 for you, unfortunately, and I don't have a lot of time to comp all these cards on Card Ladder to take a closer look. Normally, I look at about 20 or 25, and then we go through 2 pages, but today just the first page. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay very positive in the hobby. I appreciate all the kind comments and all the subscribers. I just jumped over the 600 mark, so really excited about that. Again, that's not my goal. I want all my subscribers to be quality subscribers who are watching because they like what they see. I don't want people subscribing for any reason, for giveaways or, you know, just random, you know, hot topic clickbait crap. So hopefully everybody that's subscribing really does care about when their phone pops with a notification that I've got a new video. That's kind of what I'm going for, quality over quantity. But anyway, it's still exciting to watch the numbers go up. That means I must be doing something right. And every once in a while, there's a flamer troll in the comments. If I delete those, I apologize. I don't like the negativity, man. So every once in a while, I'll delete a comment from some kind of chump who's got something negative to say that has nothing to do with the words that are coming out of my mouth. But anyway, most of the comments are always very positive or very productive, right? I don't mind anybody disagreeing with me. Just tell me what you disagree with me. Don't call me a fraud or call me names. I don't even know where that's coming from. I'm about as transparent and straight shooting as it gets in the hobby, sometimes to a fault. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.